Welcome to Madrid Reviews. This is your host, Chris Madrid, and on today's video, we're going to be checking out Frankenstein. Let's get to the review now, yo. Alright, y'all, let's get into this. So, Frankenstein is an amazing film. I'm not the biggest fan of remakes or reboots or reimaginings, but if Guillermo del Toro is directing it, then sign me up. He did a really good job with Pinocchio that came out a few years ago. That movie is fucking amazing. And this new Frankenstein, is really good as well. Del Toro, he did a fantastic job directing this film as he once again shows off his unique filmmaking style to bring us a very creative take on Frankenstein. It just feels so new. It feels so different apart from the other Frankenstein movies. Not to say they were bad or anything, but I just think this is one of the better ones for sure. The writing is amazing with a great story to tell that's told from both Victor Frankenstein and the creature Frankenstein's perspective. You know, this movie has a good balance of drama, sci-fi, and a little bit of horror. The dialogue is very good as there's a lot of great characters in this film to keep you engaged throughout. You know, and I loved how the story is structured, and I thought both parts of it really worked well and told a compelling story. You know, this is the best Frankenstein movie I've ever seen, as it's so different and creative from the ones that came before. Once again, not to say they were bad, but I just think this one is a step up from those for sure. The acting is terrific as Oscar Isaac. He gives a tremendous performance and plays his character very well. He's one of the most underrated actors out there, Oscar Isaac, you know, from performances like Ex Machina and Inside, you know, Lewis, you know, the Coen Brothers movie, you know, Dune, you know, he's just such a terrific actor, you know. I hope he wins an Oscar one day, you know. Maybe not for this. It's a good performance, maybe not for this, but in the future, I see an Oscar in his eyes. Jacob Elordi, he also gave a surprisingly great performance, you know, as, you know, he was the guy, you know, the douche from Euphoria, the douche from Saltburn, but, you know, he broke his typecast in this movie, and he gave a tremendous performance, you know, as, you know, the monster Frankenstein. You know, I had my doubts, but you know what? He knocked it out of the park, you know, great performance. I hope he at least gets a Best Supporting Actor nominee. I don't think he's going to beat Sean Penn in one battle after another, but I think this performance rewards a nomination at least. Cinematography just looks terrific, spectacular. It's beautifully shot. There's great use of different color palettes, you know, very well shot. One of the best looking films of all year, and one of the best production designs. The production is outstanding, you know, amazing set pieces, costumes, and makeup work, you know, it really brings you into this world. It looks like real money's being thrown at this thing, you know. That's why we gotta support movies, you know, go see them in theaters and everything so they can get enough money to make movies like this. The visual effects are spectacular with a great blend of both CGI and practical work. Sound design is driven by a phenomenal and peaceful score. The editing has a little bit of a slow burn pace, but it flows very well and it lets the story fully flesh out. It's a 2.5 hour runtime, but it doesn't really feel it, honestly. And I think it's the perfect runtime for this kind of film, you know, that's gonna, you know, really flesh out the story and characters. Overall, the new Frankenstein is just as good, you know, as Del Toro's Pinocchio, which I really like too, you know, as he really knows how to reimagine films wonderfully. I highly recommend giving Frankenstein a watch on Netflix, so check it out. You don't even have to leave your house to watch this movie. I wish I was able to see it in the theaters, but unfortunately it didn't come out in my area. But it is on Netflix. Check it out, you know, you just go in your living room and watch it. I give this film an A. We're eating very good watching this movie. In and out, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's type shit. Alright, y'all, so that's the end of the video. So don't forget to hit that like button. Comment on whether you have seen this movie or excited to see it. And if, you know, if you've seen it, let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite tale of Frankenstein? This is my favorite, the Guillermo del Toro. I'm really excited for the Bride of Frankenstein to come out next year, too. So we'll see how that is. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and alerts to know when I drop a new review. Appreciate you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Whatever time you're watching this. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch me talk about movies. Thank you. Bye-bye.